Hey, you're still awake. I didn't expect that. I was trying to be quiet, doing my final sweep of the apartment. Checking the locks, the windows, making sure everything's secure before you went to sleep. But you're still up. You should be resting. You had a long day today. I know you did. I was there for all of it. That's kind of my job, isn't it? Making sure you're safe, making sure nothing happens to you, staying close, always close. Do you mind if I sit here for a moment? Just for a few minutes. I promise I won't disturb you. Thank you. It's quiet tonight. Peaceful. The city sounds so distant from up here. Just the faint hum of traffic, muffled voices somewhere below. But up here, in your apartment, it's like the world can't reach us. That's what I'm supposed to ensure, that the world, the dangerous parts of it, can never reach you. I take that very seriously, in case you haven't noticed. You probably think I'm too serious sometimes, don't you? The way I insist on checking every room before you enter, the way I position myself between you and strangers, the way I never really relax, even know. My hand is still resting near my side, where my weapon would be if I were on active duty right now. It's just habit, instinct. Even sitting here, in your bedroom, in the middle of the night, part of me is still scanning, still listening, still ready. I've been your bodyguard for, 8 months now? 8 months of watching over you, of staying 3 steps behind you in public, of sleeping in the room next to yours, of memorizing your routines, your schedules, your habits. I know you wake up at 6:30 every morning, even on weekends. You can't help it. I know you take your coffee black with just a little bit of sugar, and you always drink it while standing by the kitchen window, looking out at the city. I know you have this habit of running your hand through your hair when you're thinking, or stressed, or trying to solve a problem. I know you bite your lower lip when you're reading something that confuses you. I know you laugh at the worst jokes, the kind that make other people groan, but you find them genuinely funny. I know so much about you. More than I probably should, more than a bodyguard needs to know. But that's the thing, isn't it? When you spend every waking hour with someone, when your entire job is to observe them, to anticipate their needs, to predict their movements, to understand their vulnerabilities, you start to see them, really see them, in ways that most people never will. And somewhere along the way, sometime in these past 8 months, this job stopped being just a job. I'm not supposed to say that. I know I'm not. Professional boundaries, emotional detachment, those are the rules, the standards, the expectations. A bodyguard protects, but a bodyguard doesn't feel. A bodyguard observes, but a bodyguard doesn't care beyond the scope of duty. A bodyguard stays close, but a bodyguard never gets too close. I've broken every single one of those rules. And I think you've known for a while now, haven't you? The way I linger a little too long when I check on you at night. The way my voice softens when I speak to you in a way it never does with anyone else. The way I position myself not just strategically, but protectively, in a way that goes beyond protocol. You probably think I'm, overly cautious? Paranoid? Maybe I am. But it's not because I think there's a threat around every corner. It's because the thought of something happening to you, the thought of failing to protect you, the thought of you getting hurt while under my watch, it terrifies me in a way that that has nothing to do with professional responsibility. Do you remember 3 days ago when we were leaving that conference? When that car came around the corner too fast and I pulled you back against me, my arm around your waist, my body between you and the street? The car wasn't even that close. Looking back on it, you were never really in danger. But in that split second, in that moment when I saw it coming toward you, my heart stopped, completely stopped. And when I pulled you back, when I felt you safe against me, when I realized you were okay, the relief I felt, it wasn't professional. It was personal. So personal it scared me. Because I realized in that moment just how much you mean to me. How much losing you would destroy me. Not as a client, not as someone I'm assigned to protect, but as someone I care about more than I should, more than I can afford to, more than makes any sense at all. I've been trained for this, not for this feeling, but for the job itself. Years of tactical training, combat proficiency, threat assessment, crisis management. I've protected diplomats, executives, celebrities, people whose lives were genuinely at risk every single day. And I was good at it. I am good at it. Cold, efficient, detached. But with you, everything I learned, every wall I built, every professional distance I maintained, it all just crumbled. I remember the first day I was assigned to you. I walked into that initial briefing thinking this would be just another job, another client, another contract. They showed me your file, your photo, told me about the threats you'd been receiving, the reasons you needed protection. And I thought, okay, standard assignment, medium risk, straightforward. And then I met you. And you smiled at me. This genuine, warm, welcoming smile, like you were happy to meet me. Not just relieved to have protection, but actually happy to have me there. Most clients, they see bodyguards as tools, as necessary inconveniences, as reminders that their life isn't normal. They're polite, professional, distant. But you offered me coffee, asked about my background, treated me like a person, not just hired security. You learned my name, not just my bodyguard or the agent, but my actual name. And you use it. You've always used it, every single day. That first week, I told myself it didn't mean anything. You were just being kind, just making the best of an uncomfortable situation. But then, as the weeks went on, as I spent more and more time with you, I started to notice things. The way you always ask how I'm doing, even though I'm supposed to be focused on you. The way you make sure I eat, even though you're the one I'm supposed to be taking care of. The way you've never once made me feel like I'm just hovering or in the way. The way you include me in small ways, quiet ways. Like when you're watching something and you turn slightly, just enough so I can see the screen too, from where I'm standing by the door. Or when you order food and you always get extra, saying it's because you ordered too much, but I know it's for me. Or the way you say goodnight to me every single night before you go to sleep, even though you don't have to, even though I'm just doing my job. You always say goodnight. And somewhere in all those little moments, all those small kindnesses, all those quiet considerations, I fell for you. I fell for you, and I don't know how to unfeel it. I don't know how to go back to being just your bodyguard, to seeing you as just my client, to keeping that professional distance. Because every time I look at you now, every time you smile, every time you say my name, my heart does this thing, this flutter, this warmth, this feeling that I have absolutely no business feeling. And at night, when you're asleep, when the apartment is quiet, when I'm supposed to be resting too, I can't sleep. I lie in my room, in the dark, listening, making sure you're breathing, making sure you're safe. But it's not just vigilance anymore. It's this need, this overwhelming need to know that you're okay, that you're peaceful, that you're there. And I find myself thinking about you, not as my assignment, but as the person who makes me smile, even on the longest days. As the person whose laugh I've memorized. As the person whose happiness has somehow become more important to me than my own. This is so unprofessional. I know it is. If my agency found out, if anyone knew, I could lose this position, lose my license, lose everything I've worked for. But sitting here with you right now, in this quiet moment, in this soft light, I can't keep pretending. I can't keep acting like I'm just here to do a job when every fiber of my being is screaming that this is so much more than that. Earlier today, when you were in that meeting, and I was standing outside the conference room, waiting, someone asked me, another security agent, they asked me how I could stand it, standing around all day, waiting, watching, never really doing anything unless something goes wrong. They said it must be boring, monotonous, mind-numbing. And I wanted to tell them, it's not. It's not boring when every moment I'm watching someone I've fallen in love with. There, I said it. I'm in love with you. Completely, utterly, hopelessly in love with you. And I don't expect you to feel the same way. I don't expect anything. I needed to say it. I needed you to know, because carrying this feeling around, hiding it, pretending it doesn't exist, it's been killing me. Slowly, quietly, but killing me nonetheless. I look at you, and I see everything I never knew I wanted. Your kindness, your warmth, your strength, your vulnerability. The way you face challenges with determination, but also with grace. The way you treat everyone with respect, including me, especially me. I've protected so many people, but I've never wanted to protect someone the way I want to protect you. Not because it's my job, but because the thought of this world hurting you, touching you, taking anything from you, it makes me want to stand between you and everything, forever. And I know that sounds intense, possessive even, but that's what this feeling is. It's intense. It's all-consuming. It's waking up and immediately wondering if you slept well. It's spending every meal making sure you eat properly. It's memorizing every person who gets too close, every face that looks at you too long, every potential threat, no matter how small. It's lying awake at night, not because I'm on duty, but because I can't stop thinking about you, about your smile, your voice, the way you look when you're concentrating, about how it would feel to hold your hand without it being a tactical maneuver to guide you through a crowd, about how it would feel to touch your face gently, tenderly, the way I want to, not just when I'm checking for injuries. About how it would feel to kiss you. God, I shouldn't be saying this. I shouldn't be thinking this, but I can't help it. You've completely taken over my thoughts, my heart, my entire world. And the worst part, the part that makes this so impossibly complicated, is that I think you might feel something too. I see the way you look at me sometimes, when you think I'm not paying attention, but I'm always paying attention. I notice how you find reasons to talk to me, even about nothing, just to have a conversation. I feel how you lean into me, just slightly, when we're in crowded spaces, like you're seeking comfort, not just protection. Maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe I'm seeing what I want to see, projecting my feelings onto you. But sometimes when our eyes meet, there's this moment, this connection, this something. And I wonder if you feel it too. This pull, this magnetic thing, this sense that we're more than bodyguard and client. Earlier tonight, when I was doing my security check, I walked past your door and I heard you moving around, still awake. And I almost kept walking, almost went to my room, almost let you have your peace. But something made me stop. Something made me come in here. Something made me need to see you. And now here I am, sitting beside you, telling you things I should never say, crossing lines I should never cross. But I can't regret it. Even if this ruins everything, even if you ask me to leave, even if I lose this position and never see you again, I can't regret finally telling you the truth, that you're not just someone I protect, you're someone I love. And I need you to know, whether you feel the same or not, whether this changes anything or not, I will never stop protecting you. Not as long as I'm breathing, not as long as you need me, not as long as I can stand between you and harm. But I also need you to know that if you want me to leave, if this makes you uncomfortable, if you need someone more professional, someone who can maintain boundaries, I'll go. It'll destroy me, but I'll go. Because your comfort, your safety, your happiness, those come first, always. What are you doing? Why are you reaching for my hand? You want me to stay? You're not asking me to leave? You're saying you felt it too? This connection, this pull, this impossible feeling between us? You've been waiting for me to say something, because you weren't sure if it was appropriate, if I was allowed to feel this way. Oh God, you mean this whole time? While I've been agonizing over these feelings, trying to hide them, trying to stay professional, you were feeling the same thing? I don't even know what to say. I came in here thinking I was about to ruin everything, destroy whatever relationship we have. But you're telling me you want this too? Can I move closer? I need to be near you right now. I need to see your face, really see you. There, that's better. I can see you properly now, in this soft light, the way the shadows fall across your face. You're so beautiful. Did you know that? I've thought that from the very first day, but I could never say it. Professional boundaries, keeping distance, maintaining objectivity. But right now, in this moment, I don't care about any of that. I just care about you, about this, about us. Your hand, it's so warm in mine. I've guided you by the hand hundreds of times, through crowds, across streets, into cars, but this is different. This isn't tactical, this is intimate, tender, real. Can I tell you something? That incident 3 days ago, the car, the one that came too close, when I pulled you back, when I had my arm around your waist, when your back was pressed against me, for just a moment, for just a split second before I let you go, I wanted to hold on. Not because you were in danger, but because it felt right. Having you close like that, feeling your heartbeat, your breathing, your warmth. And when I did let go, when I stepped back to professional distance, when I pretended it meant nothing, it took everything I had, every ounce of self-control, to not pull you back, to not tell you right then how I felt. I've replayed that moment 100 times in my head since then, wishing I'd been braver, wishing I'd said something, wishing I'd let you know. But I was scared. Scared you'd reject me. Scared I'd make you uncomfortable. Scared I'd lose what little closeness I already had with you. And the thought of losing you, even just as my client, even just seeing you every day in this professional capacity, that was worse than never telling you how I felt. But now that I know you feel the same way, now that you're holding my hand, looking at me like this, with those eyes, with that expression, I feel like I can finally breathe. Like this weight I've been carrying for months just lifted. Like I can finally let myself feel this without guilt, without shame, without constant internal conflict. This changes things, doesn't it? Not just between us, but everything. My role, my responsibility, the way I protect you. Because now it's not just professional. Now there's personal stakes. Now my heart is involved in a way it never was before. And I need you to understand something. Me being in love with you, it doesn't make me less effective at my job. It makes me more vigilant, more dedicated, more absolutely committed to your safety. But it also means I can't be objective anymore. It means every threat assessment is filtered through the lens of someone who would burn the world down before letting anything happen to you. It means I'll be more protective, maybe too protective, maybe suffocatingly so at times. Is that okay? Can you handle having someone who's not just your bodyguard, but someone who's completely devoted to you? Someone who will worry about you constantly, who will always put you first, who will never let anyone hurt you? You're nodding. You're saying yes. You're saying you want that. You're saying you want me, not just as protection, but as someone who's yours. God, hearing you say that, hearing you claim me like that, like I'm yours, like we belong to each other now. I've never felt like I belonged to anyone before. I've always been independent, self-sufficient, solitary. My job doesn't exactly foster deep connections. I'm always moving, always between assignments, always temporary. But with you, I don't want to be temporary. I want to be permanent, constant, always. I want to wake up knowing I'm protecting you, and go to sleep knowing you're safe, and fill every moment in between with us. Can I ask you something? When did you start feeling this way about me? Was it gradual like it was for me? Small moments building into something bigger? Or was there a specific moment when you knew? Because I can pinpoint mine. It was about 2 months in. You'd had a terrible day. I could see it on your face, even though you tried to hide it. And when we got back to your apartment that evening, you broke down. Not dramatically, not loudly, just quietly, sitting on your couch, shoulders shaking, trying not to let me see. But I saw. Of course I saw. I always see you. And I did something I'd never done with a client before. I sat down next to you, and I asked if you were okay, if you needed anything, if I could help. And you looked at me with tears in your eyes, and you said, just stay. Please, don't go to your room yet. Just stay with me. And I stayed. I sat with you in silence, just present, just there. And after a while, you leaned against me, just slightly, your shoulder touching mine, and you whispered, "Thank you for always being here, for making me feel safe." That was the moment. That was when I knew this wasn't just a job anymore. That was when my heart decided you were mine to protect, not because of a contract, but because I wanted you to be. Every moment after that, every day since then, I've been falling deeper, harder, more completely. And I've been terrified, absolutely terrified that you'd never feel the same way. But you do. You actually do. I still can't quite believe it. That someone like you, someone so kind, so genuine, so beautiful inside and out, would want someone like me. Someone whose life is defined by danger, by hypervigilance, by constant assessment of threats. Someone who can't relax, who can't let their guard down, who sees danger in shadows. But you're saying that's okay, that you understand, that you accept all of that, because it's part of who I am, and you want all of me, not just the parts that are easy. You have no idea what that means to me. To be seen, really seen, for who I am, flaws and all, and still be wanted. Can I hold you? Not as your bodyguard, not as a tactical position, but just as someone who loves you, as someone who wants to feel you close, to feel your warmth, to memorize the way you fit against me. Come here, closer. Yes, just like that. Oh, this feels like coming home. Like every piece of me that's been scattered and vigilant and on edge, it all just settles when you're in my arms like this. Your head against my shoulder, your breathing slow and steady, your body relaxed and trusting. Do you have any idea how precious this is to me? How many nights I've imagined this, wished for this, ached for this, and now it's real. You're real. This is real. I can feel your heartbeat, steady and strong, right here against me. And I'm overwhelmed, in the best possible way. You know what's funny? For 8 months, my entire focus has been keeping you safe from external threats. From anyone who might want to hurt you, from accidents, from danger. But the whole time, the real danger to my carefully constructed walls, my professional distance, my emotional armor, it was you. You were the one who broke through every defense I had, without even trying, just by being yourself, by being kind, by treating me like a person. You disarmed me completely, and I didn't even realize it was happening until I was already in love with you. Some bodyguard I am, completely vulnerable to the one person I'm supposed to be protecting. but I don't regret it. Not for a second. Because this feeling, this love, it's worth more than any wall I've ever built. You're worth more than anything. I promise you. Now that we've crossed this line, now that you're mine and I'm yours, nothing will ever hurt you. I'll make absolutely certain of that. My training, my skills, my entire life, it's all focused on one goal now: keeping you safe, keeping you happy, keeping you with me. And I know that might sound intense, maybe even a little scary, but that's what love is for me. It's total, complete, unwavering. When I commit to something, to someone, it's forever. And I'm committing to you, right now, in this moment, forever. Is that okay? Can you handle being loved like that? Completely, protectively, eternally. You're smiling. You're saying yes. You're saying you want that. You want me. You want all of it. Then you have me. All of me. Every protective instinct. Every tender feeling. Every fierce devotion. It's yours. I'm yours. And I'm never letting go. We should probably talk about the practical side of this at some point. How this affects my job, what we tell your security agency, whether I can even remain your assigned bodyguard now that we're together. But right now, in this moment, I don't want to think about any of that. Right now, I just want to hold you and feel you breathe and know that you're safe and happy and mine. Tomorrow we can figure out the details. Tomorrow we can make plans. Tomorrow we can deal with reality. But tonight is just ours. You're getting sleepy, I can tell. Your breathing is slowing down. Your body is relaxing even more against mine. That's good. That's perfect. You should sleep. You're safe here. You're always safe when I'm here. But especially now that there's nothing between us anymore. No walls, no pretense, just truth. I'm going to stay right here with you tonight, keeping watch, keeping you close. Not from the next room, not from a professional distance, but right here, holding you. And when morning comes, when you wake up, I'll still be here. Because I meant what I said. I'm never leaving, never letting go. You're mine to protect, mine to love, mine to cherish. And I take that responsibility more seriously than anything I've ever done in my life. Sleep now. Close your eyes. Let yourself drift. I've got you. I'll always have you. Nothing in this world can touch you while I'm here. Your breathing is so peaceful now, so steady, so trusting. You feel safe with me. I can sense it, feel it, and that means everything. I love you so much, more than I ever thought I could love anyone. And I'm going to spend every day proving that to you, showing you, making sure you never doubt it. Dream peacefully. Dream of good things. Dream of us, of the future we're going to build together. A future where I'm always by your side, where you're always safe, where we're always together. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. Not tonight, not ever. Good night, my love, my everything. The person who broke through every wall and claimed my heart without even trying. Rest well. I'll be watching over you, now and always. Sweet dreams. I'll see you in the morning, and every morning after that, because you're stuck with me now. Your bodyguard, your protector, your girlfriend. All three, forever. Sleep tight. Let me guard your dreams the way I guard everything else about you. With devotion, with tenderness, with love. I'm here, always here, watching over you, keeping you safe. And tomorrow, when you wake up, we'll figure out what comes next, together. But for now, just rest. Just be peaceful. Just know that you're loved. So deeply loved. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I promise. Sweet dreams, my love. I've got you. Always. Hey, you. You're still here. I was hoping you would be. I know the library closed 20 minutes ago, but I saw you through the window, still sitting at your usual table, and I couldn't lock up and leave, not without talking to you first. Do you mind if I sit down? Thank you. I've been wanting to talk to you for weeks now, but every time I tried, every time I walked past your table or brought you a book you requested, I just froze. You probably think I'm just the quiet librarian girl who barely says 2 words to anyone, and you're not wrong. I am quiet. I've always been more comfortable with books than people, but with you, it's different. I notice things, little things, like how you always choose the same table, the one by the window in the back corner where the afternoon light comes in just right. Or how you bite the inside of your cheek when you're concentrating on something difficult. Or the way you smile, just a little, when you find exactly the passage you were looking for. I've been watching you. Not in a creepy way, I promise, just noticing. Because you're the only person who stays as late as I do, the only one who seems to love this place the way I do. And over these past few months, you've become my favorite part of every day. I'm sorry, I'm probably making this weird. I'm not very good at this, at talking about feelings. It's easier to hide behind my books, to let stories speak for me instead of finding my own words. But tonight I wanted to try. Actually, I wanted to show you something I've never shown anyone before. Come with me. Just follow me. I promise it'll be worth it. See that door over there? The one behind the reference desk with the staff-only sign? That's where we're going. Don't worry, I work here. We're not breaking any rules. Well, not any important ones anyway. Okay, here we are. Welcome to the restricted section. Not restricted because the books are dangerous or anything dramatic like that, just old, rare, too valuable to let people handle without supervision. But also, some of them are a little forbidden. Stories that were considered too scandalous, too romantic, too passionate for their time. I've been reading them late at night after everyone leaves, when it's just me and the silence and these beautiful old books. And I kept thinking, I kept wishing that I could share them with someone, with you. Here, this one. The leather is worn soft from age. The pages smell like vanilla and old paper. And the stories inside, they're about love, real love, the kind that breaks through propriety and fear and all the walls people build around themselves. I thought maybe we could read some together, if you want to. You're nodding. Good. Let me just... Here. We can sit right here on this old reading couch. No one ever comes back here. It'll be just us. Okay, let me find a good part. Somewhere that captures what I mean. Here, listen to this. She had spent months watching him from across the room, learning the map of his face when he thought no one was looking, memorizing the sound of his laughter, the way his hands moved when he spoke about things that mattered to him. And every day, the feeling grew stronger until it became impossible to ignore, impossible to pretend she felt nothing at all. She knew it was foolish to fall for someone she barely knew, someone who might never see her as anything more than a quiet presence in the background. But the heart doesn't ask permission. It simply loves, and she loved him. That resonates with me. Does it resonate with you? I know you're probably wondering why I'm showing you this, why I brought you back here. Let me keep reading. Maybe it'll become clear. One evening, when the building was empty and the world outside had grown dark, she finally found the courage to speak, to tell him what she had been holding inside for so long, to risk everything on the hope that maybe, just maybe, he felt it too. My hands are shaking a little. Can you see? It's because these words, they're not just a story to me. They're how I feel. I've been wanting to tell you for weeks, months even. Every time you come in, every time you smile at me when I check out your books, every time our hands brush accidentally when I hand you something, I feel it, this pull, this connection. And I don't know if you feel it too, or if I've just been living in my own romantic fantasy, but I couldn't let another night pass without at least trying, without at least seeing if maybe you've noticed me too, the way I've noticed you. Should I keep reading, or should I just say it in my own words? Okay, my own words then. I like you. I've liked you since the first time you walked in here 3 months ago and asked me where to find poetry about longing, and I thought, here's someone who understands, someone who reads the same kinds of things I do, who feels deeply, who isn't afraid of emotion even if they're quiet about it. And then you kept coming back. And every time you did, I found myself looking forward to seeing you more and more. I started making sure I was working the evening shifts because I knew that's when you came in. Started recommending books to you, ones I loved, hoping you'd love them too, hoping we could have something to talk about. And you did love them. You'd come back and tell me what you thought, and we'd have these brief little conversations that I treasured, that I replayed in my mind for hours afterward. Do you know how rare that is? To find someone who reads the same language your heart speaks? I kept telling myself I was being ridiculous, that you were just a nice person being polite to the librarian. But then, this catch you looking at me sometimes, when you thought I wasn't paying attention, and I'd wonder, does he feel it too? So tonight, when I saw you still here after closing, I thought, this is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for. The universe giving me a sign that maybe I should be brave. And here we are, in this dusty old restricted section, surrounded by love stories written 100 years ago, and I'm trying to tell you mine. It's not very smooth, is it? I should have practiced, figured out what to say. But I think the truth is better, even if it's messy. The truth is, I think about you all the time. I think about what it would be like to talk to you about more than just books, to know you beyond these library walls. I think about what your hand would feel like holding mine, what your voice sounds like when you're relaxed and happy. I think about whether you ever think about me. Do you think about me? Your eyes, they're so intense right now, looking at me like that. It's making my heart race. Is that a yes? Oh, you do. You have been noticing me. I can see it in your face. You're not even trying to hide it anymore. That look, that's not just friendly, Can I tell you something else? Something I've been keeping to myself for even longer? Every night, after you leave, I walk past your table and I imagine what it would be like if you were still there, waiting for me. If, instead of saying goodnight and watching you go, you stayed, and we could sit together in the quiet, just existing in the same space, not needing to fill the silence because we're comfortable. I've written about it in my journal. I know that sounds so teenage and silly, but I write about you, about the way you make me feel safe and seen, and like maybe I'm not as invisible as I always thought I was. You're moving closer. Why are you... Oh, you're closing the distance between us on this couch. Your knee is touching mine now. Such a small thing, but it feels enormous, like the whole world just shifted. I can smell your cologne. Or maybe it's just you. Something warm and slightly woody and so perfectly you. My hands are still shaking. Can you hold them? There. Your hands are so warm and steady. Everything mine aren't right now. This is real. This is actually happening. I've imagined this so many times, but the reality is so much better. You want to know more about me, beyond the quiet librarian you see every evening. Okay, I can do that. I grew up surrounded by books. My parents owned a used bookstore, so I basically lived in stories before I could even read them myself. Books were my best friends. They never judged me for being too quiet or too shy or too much in my own head. They let me be exactly who I was. And I guess I've been looking for people who make me feel that way too. You make me feel that way. Like I don't have to pretend to be more outgoing or bubbly or anything other than exactly who I am. I love rainy days best, when the library is extra quiet and I can hear the rain against the windows. I drink too much tea, probably 4 or 5 cups during a shift. I have a cat named Austin. Yes, after Jane, who sits on my lap while I read at night. I'm a terrible cook, but an excellent baker. Something about the precision of baking just makes sense to my brain. I love old movies, the kind that are in black and white and have that dreamy quality where everything feels romantic even when nothing is really happening. And I fall in love with people slowly, through small moments and quiet observations. The way I've fallen for you. This wasn't some sudden thing. It was gradual, like water slowly filling a cup until it's overflowing and I can't hold it in anymore. That's where I am now, overflowing. You're still holding my hands. Your thumbs are tracing small circles on my skin. Do you even realize you're doing that? It's making it very hard to think straight. What about you? Tell me something, anything. I want to know everything. You've been coming here to escape, to find peace in a world that's too loud and too demanding. I understand that. I really do. That's what this place is for me too. A sanctuary. And then I became part of your sanctuary. I was part of the peace you were looking for. That's one of the nicest things anyone's ever told me. You noticed me on your very first visit. You thought I was pretty, even before you knew anything about me. But then you saw me reading during my break, saw the title of my book, and you knew. You knew I was someone you wanted to know. Why didn't you say something sooner? Why did we both spend 3 months dancing around this? You were scared I'd reject you. That I was too focused on my books to notice you. Oh, if you only knew. I noticed everything. Every single thing about you. And I was equally terrified, convinced you saw me as just the helpful librarian and nothing more. We're both kind of ridiculous, aren't we? But we're here now, finally being honest, finally admitting what we've both been feeling. Your hand just moved, from mine to my face. You're touching my cheek. This is more than I imagined. Your touch is so gentle, like you're afraid I'll disappear if you're not careful. I'm not going anywhere, I promise. I've never done this before, been this vulnerable with someone, let someone this close. But with you, it feels right. It feels safe. You're leaning in closer. I can feel your breath. Are you going to kiss me? Please. Oh, that was my first kiss in this library. My first kiss in a very long time, actually. And it was perfect. Can we do that again? I know I should probably be playing it cool, not being so eager, but I've wanted this for so long. Wanted you for so long. Come here. I could get used to this, to being close to you like this, to not having to hide what I'm feeling anymore. The book. We completely forgot about the book. I brought you back here to read romantic stories, and instead we're writing our own. That's so much better than anything on these pages. Should we stay here for a while? No one's going to come looking, and I'm not ready for this moment to end. Not yet. I want to memorize this, the way you're looking at me right now, the way it feels to have your arm around me, the way my heart is racing but also calm somehow, like everything just clicked into place. You're asking if I'm cold, if I need your jacket. I am a little chilly. This section doesn't get much heat, but I'd rather just move closer to you, if that's okay. There, this is perfect. I feel like I should pinch myself, make sure this is real. 3 hours ago, I was just shelving returns and thinking about you like I do every day, wondering if tonight would be the night I finally said something. And now you're here, holding me, and everything I hoped for is actually happening. You want to take me out, on a real date, somewhere outside these walls. I'd love that. I really would. But can we still have nights like this, where we stay late in the library and sit in corners reading to each other and exist in our own little world? You promise we can? Good. Because this place, it's special to me. And now it's special to us. Where would you take me for our first official date? A bookstore cafe, of course. You know me so well already. Somewhere we can browse shelves and drink coffee and talk about all the books we love. That sounds perfect. When? Tomorrow? You want to take me out tomorrow? You don't waste time, do you? I like that. I like that you're sure about this. about us, because I'm sure too. Tomorrow then, it's a date. Our first real date after 3 months of longing looks and careful distance. Finally. It's getting late. I should probably actually lock up at some point, but I don't want to move. I'm so comfortable right here against you. 5 more minutes? Okay, 5 more minutes. Then I'll walk you out, and we'll say goodnight properly. And tomorrow, we'll start something new, something that's ours. I can't believe this is happening, that you feel the same way I do, that all those nights I spent thinking about you, hoping, wishing, they weren't wasted, because here you are. You're everything I hoped you'd be, and more. Kind and patient and willing to let me stumble through my confession instead of needing it to be perfect. Though I think, in its own messy way, this was perfect. Very us. Quiet and book-filled and honest. Your fingers are in my hair now, playing with the ends. That feels really nice. I could fall asleep like this, right here on this old couch in the restricted section. Wouldn't that be something? The librarian who never breaks rules, sleeping in the library? But I suppose, if I'm breaking rules, I'm glad it's with you. You make me want to be a little bit brave, a little bit reckless. Okay, we really should go now, before I completely lose track of time and we're here until sunrise. Come on, help me up. My legs are a little shaky. I might need to hold on to you. Is that all right? Good, because I don't think I'm ready to let go of your hand yet anyway. Let me just put this book back where it belongs, and we can head out. There, now, let's go. Through the stacks, past all the shelves I've walked by thousands of times, but tonight they feel different. Tonight, everything feels different. Because I'm not alone. I'm with you. Here's the front door. Let me just grab my keys from the desk. Got them. Okay, after you. The night air is so cool. It feels good after being inside all day. Look, the stars are out. It's so clear tonight. I love nights like this, when the world feels quiet and still and like anything could happen. Tonight, you happened. The thing I've been hoping for, dreaming about. You don't live far, do you? Just a few blocks? Let me walk with you part way. I don't want to say goodbye yet. Is that okay? You'd like that. Good. Me too. It's so quiet out here. Just our footsteps and the sound of the breeze through the trees. I like walking with you, our hands still linked, your thumbs still doing those little circles on my skin. Do you always do that, the thumb circles thing? It's very soothing and sweet. I like it. We're passing the little cafe on the corner, the one that's open late. We should go there sometime, after one of our library evenings. Get hot chocolate and sit outside even though it's cold, just to extend the night a little longer. I'm already planning future moments with you. Is that too much? You doing the same thing? Good. We're on the same page. We've always been on the same page, haven't we? Even before we admitted it. We were connected somehow. Two quiet souls finding each other in the stacks. This is your street, isn't it? I guess this is where I say goodnight. For now. Tomorrow we'll have the whole evening together. A real date where I can get to know you even better. But tonight was perfect. Thank you for staying late, for letting me share those stories with you, for being brave enough to let me be brave too. One more kiss before we part ways? Yeah. I'm definitely not going to get tired of that. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Text me when you get inside, okay? I want to know you're safe. Yes, I'm already being protective. You'll have to get used to that. Go on, before I change my mind and follow you inside. Sweet dreams. Think of me. I know I'll be thinking of you. Okay, I'm going now. Really. One more kiss. Fine. But then I'm really leaving. Good night, my bookworm. See you tomorrow. And the next day, and the next, for as long as you'll have me. I'm yours now. You know that, right? Good, because you're mine too. My favorite story, my favorite chapter, my favorite person. Sleep well. I'll be thinking of you until I see you again. Tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Hey you, come in. Come in. I'm so glad you're finally here. I've been waiting for you all afternoon, just pacing around my kitchen like a nervous wreck. Yeah, I know, it's just cooking, but it's not just cooking, is it? It's you and me, alone in my apartment for the first time in a while. And I get to teach you something I love, share something personal. Okay, let me just take your coat. There we go. You look really nice tonight. Did you dress up a little just for cooking? Or did you dress up for me? I might have done the same thing. I changed my sweater 3 times before you got here, which is ridiculous because we're literally just going to get covered in flour and sauce anyway. But I wanted to look nice for you. Come on, follow me to the kitchen. It's right through here. Yeah, this is where all the magic happens. Well, hopefully magic. Sometimes it's more like controlled chaos. But tonight I'm going to actually try to impress you, so no pressure on me at all. Okay, so I thought we could make my favorite comfort meal tonight. It's nothing fancy, just homemade pasta with a really simple tomato cream sauce, fresh basil, garlic bread on the side, the kind of food that just makes you feel warm inside, you know? I've been wanting to make this for you for a really long time. Every time we'd hang out and we'd order takeout or grab something quick, I'd think, I wish I could just bring him here, cook for him, show him this part of me. Because cooking, it's how I show love, I think. My mom always said, if you really care about someone, you feed them. And I really care about you. Okay. Enough being sappy. Let's actually get started. So, first things first, we need to get all our ingredients out. Here, you can help me. Grab that bag of flour from the pantry. Yeah, that one. And be careful. Last time I grabbed it too fast, the whole thing exploded everywhere. I looked like a ghost for like 20 minutes. Okay, flour, check. Eggs, check. Tomatoes, garlic, cream, basil. Perfect. We have everything we need. Now, the fun part. We're going to make the pasta from scratch. Yes, from scratch. I know, I'm very impressive. Don't worry, it's actually not that hard, I promise. You just need a little patience and a lot of elbow grease. Here, wash your hands first. I'll do the same. Okay, hands clean, ready to go. So, we're going to make a well in the center of the flour, like this. See? You just push it into a little mountain and then make a crater in the middle, kind of like a flour volcano. And then we crack the eggs right into the center. Here, you try. Go ahead, crack one. It's okay if you get a little shell in there. We can fish it out. There you go. Perfect. Now we just start mixing, slowly, bringing the flour into the eggs, little by little. You can use a fork at first. Yeah, just like that. You're actually really good at this. Have you done this before? Or are you just a natural at everything? Okay, now it's going to start getting messy. We have to use our hands. Really get in there. Knead it all together. Don't be shy, just dig in. Yeah, just like that. You have to push down, fold it over, push down again. It's kind of therapeutic, actually. There's something really grounding about working with your hands like this. Feeling the dough, the texture, the way it slowly comes together. I do this whenever I'm stressed or overwhelmed. I just come in here, make something, anything, and it helps me feel centered again. It's nice having you here, doing this with me. I always cook alone, and it's peaceful, but this is better. Okay, keep kneading. We need to do this for about 8 more minutes. I know, it's a workout, but look at it this way. You're getting a free arm workout and a home-cooked meal. What more could you want? Here, let me help you. Your technique is a little... Here, like this. Press down with the heel of your palm, then fold, then turn. Yeah, that's it. You're getting it. We're standing really close right now. I just noticed our hands, they keep almost touching. Every time we reach for the dough, our fingers just barely brush. And I keep getting distracted by how close you are. Okay, focus. You're distracting me, and this is your first lesson. You're supposed to be learning, not making me forget what I'm doing. All right, I think this dough is ready. See how it's smooth now and elastic? That's perfect. Now we wrap it in plastic wrap, let it rest for like 30 minutes, which means we have a little break. Want something to drink? I have wine or tea or just water. I'll have whatever you're having. Here, sit at the counter. I'll pour us something. This is nice, just being here with you. You know we hang out all the time, but this feels different, doesn't it? More intimate. Like we're not just friends grabbing coffee or watching a movie. We're in my space, my personal space, and you're right here at my kitchen counter. And it feels really, really right. Can I tell you something? I've been wanting to do this for months. Every time we'd make plans, I'd think about inviting you over, asking if you wanted to cook together. But I'd chicken out because it felt like too much. Like I'd be showing you too much of myself. Cooking is really personal to me, and inviting you here into my kitchen, teaching you something I love, it's kind of like letting you see a part of me I don't show most people. But I wanted to, with you, because you're different. You're someone I want to let in. Okay, the dough should be rested enough by now. Let's get back to it, before I say something even more embarrassing. Come here, back to the counter. Now, we're going to roll this out. I don't have a fancy pasta machine or anything, so we're doing this old school with a rolling pin. You take that half, I'll take this half. We need to roll it out until it's really thin, like almost see-through. It takes a while, so just keep at it. How's yours coming along? Let me see. Oh, that's actually really good. You're a natural at this. I knew it. You're going to be better than me by the end of the night, and then I'll have no reason to invite you back. I'm kidding. I'd invite you back even if you were terrible at this. I'd invite you back for any reason, honestly. Okay, now we cut it. You can do thin strips like fettuccine or wider like pappardelle, whatever you want. Here, use this knife. Just cut straight lines. Doesn't have to be perfect. Homemade pasta is supposed to look a little rustic, a little imperfect. That's part of the charm. There you go. Perfect. Look at you, making pasta like a pro. I'm actually really proud of you right now. Is that weird to say? I like seeing you try new things, step out of your comfort zone, and you're doing it here with me. It means a lot. Okay, pasta's done. Now we need to start the sauce. This is the easy part, I promise. Here, can you grab that pan? Yeah, the big one, and put it on the stove? Medium heat. I'm going to get the tomatoes and cream ready. Of chopping, okay. Pour a little olive oil in the pan, just enough to coat the bottom. Now, we're going to add garlic. Lots of garlic. I hope you don't have plans to kiss anyone tonight. I mean, unless... Never mind. Just add the garlic. Let it get fragrant. Why did I say that? Okay. Moving on. Now we add the tomatoes. Just dump them right in. And then a little salt, pepper, some dried basil for now. We'll add fresh at the end. Let that simmer for a bit. Let all the flavors come together. And then right at the end, we add the cream. Just a splash. It makes it rich and smooth and perfect. We're getting close. Can you smell that? That smell. That's the smell of home to me. Garlic, tomatoes, basil. Whenever I smell that, I think of my mom's kitchen. Sunday dinners, family. And now I'll think of you too. Okay, we need to stir the sauce. Make sure it doesn't stick. Here, you stir. I'll check on the pasta water. We're really close again. Every time we move around this kitchen, we keep bumping into each other. Your hand brushing mine, your shoulder against my arm. It's like this kitchen is too small, but also, I don't want any more space between us. Okay, water's boiling. Let's drop the pasta. Fresh pasta cooks fast, only like 2 or 3 minutes, so we have to watch it. Here, stand next to me. We'll watch it together. You know, I imagined this, doing this with you, standing side by side in my kitchen, making something together. I imagined it so many times, and now it's actually happening. And it's even better than I thought. Can I ask you something? Do you ever think about us? Like, really think about us? Because I do. I think about us all the time. I think about what it would be like if we were more than friends. If I could do this with you every week, cook together, eat together, just be together. I think about holding your hand, kissing you goodnight, waking up next to you. And I know that's a lot. And maybe I shouldn't be saying this right now, but I can't help it. Being here with you, like this, it's making me realize I can't keep pretending I don't feel this way. The pasta's done. Sorry, I'll drain it. Okay, pasta's drained, sauce is ready. Let's plate this. Here, you take these plates. I'll portion everything out. There, perfect. Look at that. We made that together. I'm actually really impressed with us right now. Come on, let's sit. The table's already set. Okay, moment of truth. Let's taste it. Oh, that's good. That's really good. And I'm not just saying that because we made it. It's actually delicious. What do you think? Yeah? You like it? Good. I'm glad. I meant what I said earlier, by the way, about thinking about us. I know I kind of dropped that on you and then ran away to drain pasta, which is like the most awkward thing I could have done. But I meant it. I think about you all the time. When I'm cooking, when I'm at work, when I'm trying to fall asleep at night. You're always there in the back of my mind. And I keep wondering, what if? What if we stopped pretending we're just friends? What if we admitted that there's something more here? Because there is, isn't there? I'm not imagining it, am I? The way you look at me sometimes, the way you always text me back right away, the way you remember little things I say, little details about my life. That's not just friendship, is it? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've been reading too much into everything, and this is going to ruin our entire friendship, and I'm going to lose you, and... Sorry, I'm spiraling. I needed to say it. I needed you to know. Because keeping it inside, pretending I don't feel this way, it's been killing me. You don't have to say anything right now, if you don't want to. We can just finish dinner and pretend I didn't just confess everything. Or you could tell me how you feel, if you want. You're not saying anything. And I can't tell if that's good or bad. Please say something, anything, even if it's just to let me down easy. I just need to know. Wait, are you smiling? You're smiling. Does that mean... Oh my God, you feel it too, don't you? I can't believe I spent all this time being terrified and you've been feeling the same way. We're both idiots, aren't we? Just dancing around each other for months, too scared to say anything. But we're saying it now, and that's what matters. So what happens now? Do we just keep eating and pretend this isn't the most important conversation we've ever had? Or do we figure out what this means? Come here. No, don't get up. Just lean closer. I have wanted to do this for so long. Just be this close to you, without pretending it doesn't mean anything. Your face, it's so close to mine right now. I can see every little detail. The way your eyes reflect the light, the way your lips part slightly when you're nervous. Can I kiss you? That was perfect. I can't believe can we do that again? Is that weird to ask? I've been waiting so long for that. And now that it happened, I don't want to stop. Come here. Yeah, I could get used to this. we should probably finish eating before the food gets cold. Even though, honestly, I don't really care about the food anymore. I have something much better to focus on. But we worked hard on this meal. We should at least enjoy it. And then, after, we can figure out what happens next. This is really nice. Just sitting here with you, eating food we made together, knowing that everything just changed in the best possible way. I'm really glad you came over tonight. I'm really glad I finally worked up the courage to invite you. And I'm really, really glad you feel the same way I do. So, does this mean you're my boyfriend now? Or is there like a formal process we have to go through first? I'm kidding. Kind of. I want to make sure we're on the same page. That this isn't just a one-time thing. Because for me, this is everything. You're everything. Good. I'm glad. Because I'm not letting you go now. You're stuck with me and my cooking. Forever. Or at least for as long as you'll have me. Okay, we should probably clean up. I know. Cleaning is the worst part. But it's way easier when there's two of us. Come on, I'll wash, you dry. You know what's funny? I always hated doing dishes. But right now, I don't mind it at all. Because you're here with me. I think everything's better when you're around. Even the boring stuff, like cleaning up after dinner. Hey, be careful with that plate. It's one of my favorites. I'm kidding. Drop it if you want. I don't care. I'm just really happy right now. Happier than I've been in a long time. And it's because of you. Thank you for being here, for being honest, for taking a chance on this, on us. Okay, kitchen's clean. Do you have to leave right away, or could you stay a little longer? We could watch something, or just talk, or I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. Yeah? You'll stay? Good. Come on, let's go sit on the couch. I'll grab us some tea, or more wine, whatever you want. Here, sit right here. Actually, scoot closer. Yeah, like that. There, that's better. Now I can do this. Rest your head on my shoulder if you want. This is perfect. You, me, this couch, nowhere else to be. I could fall asleep like this, just sitting here with you, feeling your warmth next to me. But I don't want to fall asleep yet, because then this day would be over, and I want it to last as long as possible. Although we do have tomorrow, and the day after that, and every day after, because you're mine now, and I'm yours. No takebacks. I'm going to cook for you all the time now. You know that, right? Every week, I'm going to invite you over, and we're going to make something new together. And eventually, you're going to know this kitchen as well as I do. You're going to know where I keep the good knives, which pan I use for what, how I organize my spices. You're going to be part of this space, part of my life, in every way. And I can't wait. I can't wait for all the meals we're going to make, all the conversations we're going to have, all the moments like this. It's going to be so good. We're going to be so good. Okay, I think you should probably head home soon. Not because I want you to leave, but because if you stay much longer, I'm never going to let you go. And you probably have things to do tomorrow, and I don't want to keep you up all night. Even though I kind of do. But there will be other nights. So many other nights. Come on, I'll walk you to the door. Thank you for tonight, for everything, for trying something new with me, for being honest, for kissing me, for making this the best night I've had in maybe ever. Text me when you get home, okay? I want to make sure you made it safely. And then maybe we can talk about when I'll see you again. Which better be soon, because I'm already going to miss you. Okay, one more kiss before you go. Come here. Perfect. Good night, babe. Yeah, I'm calling you that now. Get used to it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Same time, same place, different recipe. And this time, maybe we'll spend less time cooking and more time doing this. I love you. Now go, before I change my mind and make you stay. Sweet dreams. Think of me, because I'll definitely be thinking of you. See you tomorrow, loser. My loser. Hey, you. Come in. Close the door behind you. I've been waiting for you to show up. Don't look so nervous. I just want to talk, that's all. Well, maybe not just talk. Maybe I want to ask you a few questions too. You see, I've been working on something, a case you could call it, and I think I'm finally ready to close it. Sit down, right here, across from me. That's it. Get comfortable, because this might take a while. You're probably wondering what I'm talking about. What case? What investigation? Well, for the past few months, I've been observing something. Someone, actually. Someone who's been acting, let's say, suspicious. Someone who's been leaving behind all these little clues, these tiny pieces of evidence scattered everywhere they go. And I, being the observant person I am, I couldn't help but notice, couldn't help but collect all those clues, piece them together, and try to solve the mystery. The mystery of you. Don't look so shocked. You didn't really think you were being subtle, did you? I mean, maybe you thought you were. Maybe you thought nobody noticed. But I noticed. I always notice, especially when it comes to you. Let me show you what I mean. I've been keeping track. Mentally, of course. I'm not that obsessive. Well, maybe a little. But every time you did something, every time you looked at me a certain way, every time you found an excuse to be near me, I filed it away, stored it in my memory, like evidence in a case. And now I have enough evidence to present my findings. So just sit there and let me lay it all out for you, okay? Evidence number 1, the way you look at me. It started months ago. I remember the exact moment I first noticed it. We were at that coffee shop. You know the one, the little place on the corner with the big windows. We were sitting across from each other, talking about something. I don't even remember what, but I looked up and you were staring at me with this look on your face, this soft, almost dreamy look, like you were seeing something you really liked. And when I caught you, you looked away so fast, your cheeks turned pink, and you pretended to be really interested in your coffee. I thought it was cute. I thought maybe it was just a fluke, a one-time thing. But then it kept happening. I'd catch you looking at me in class, during study sessions, when we were walking together. Always that same look, always quickly looking away when I noticed. Evidence number 2, the way you remember things about me. Little things, things I barely remember saying. Like, I mentioned once, just once, that I really liked lavender tea. And the next time we met up to study, you brought me a cup, said you just happened to pick it up on the way. Just happened to, huh? Or that time I said I was having trouble sleeping because my neighbor was being loud, and you, without me even asking, sent me a playlist you made, soft music you thought might help. You said it was no big deal, that you just threw it together quickly. But I could tell you put thought into it, picked each song carefully. Because you were thinking about me, about what I needed, about how to make things better for me. Evidence number 3, the excuses. Oh, the excuses. You always seem to need something, always have a reason to text me, to call me, to ask if I'm free. Need help with homework, even though you're actually really good at that subject. Need advice on something, even though you already know the answer. Need someone to go with you to that event, even though you could easily go alone. At first, I thought, maybe you're just a little needy. Maybe you just like having company. But then I realized, you only ask me, nobody else. Funny how that works, isn't it? Evidence number 4, the way you act around me versus everyone else. I've watched you with other people, with your friends, with other girls, and you're different with me, so different. With everyone else, you're confident, relaxed, joking around. But with me, you get nervous. You stumble over your words. You can't quite make eye contact for too long. Your hands fidget. You run your fingers through your hair. You laugh a little too quickly at things I say. It's like, around me, you forget how to act normal. And that's really telling. Evidence number 5, the gifts. Small things, things you say aren't a big deal, but they're always perfect, always exactly what I like. That bookmark with the pressed flowers, because I mentioned I love reading. That scarf in my favorite color, because you said it reminded you of me. Those chocolates from that specific shop I like, because you happen to be in the area. Except you weren't just in the area. That shop is across town. You went out of your way. You went out of your way for me, didn't you? Evidence number 6, the way you defend me. Even when I'm not there to hear it. I found out, through mutual friends, that you've stood up for me multiple times. When someone said something mean, when someone questioned my choices, when someone tried to spread rumors, you shut it down immediately, firmly, like you couldn't stand the thought of anyone talking badly about me, like it personally offended you. And when I asked you about it later, you brushed it off, said it was nothing. But it wasn't nothing. Not to me. Evidence number 7, the physical proximity. You're always finding ways to be close to me, in the most casual ways possible. Sitting next to me even when there are other open seats. Walking on the inside of the sidewalk so you're between me and the street. Leaning in when I talk, even when it's not that loud. Even when you can hear me perfectly fine. Your hand brushing against mine, just for a second, like an accident. Except it happens too often to be an accident. You're not very good at hiding it, you know that? Evidence number 8, the jealousy. Oh yes, the jealousy. I've tested this one, just a little, just to see. Whenever I mention another guy, even in passing, even just as a friend, your whole demeanor changes. You get quiet, you get stiff, your jaw tightens, your eyes darken just a little. And then you try to change the subject, or you suddenly need to go somewhere, like you can't stand the thought of me with anyone else, like the idea of it actually hurts you. Evidence number 9, the way you say my name. It's different when you say it, softer, warmer, like my name means something special when it comes from your lips, like you've practiced it, repeated it to yourself when you're alone. I hear the difference. I hear the way your voice dips just slightly, the way you hold on to the syllables a little longer, the way you always seem to find a reason to say it, even when you don't need to. It's sweet, really sweet. Evidence number 10, the most damning piece of evidence of all. The way you look at me when you think I'm not paying attention. I've caught you, so many times, looking at me like I'm the only person in the room, like nothing else exists, nobody else matters. Like you could look at me forever and never get tired of it. That's not the look of someone who just likes someone as a friend. That's the look of someone who's fallen, completely, hopelessly. So, with all this evidence, all these clues you've been leaving behind, I've come to a conclusion, a verdict, if you will. You have feelings for me, don't you? Real feelings, not just friendship, not just casual affection. You like me, maybe even more than like me, and you've been trying to hide it, trying to keep it secret, but you've been failing, miserably. Your face right now, that's all the confirmation I need. You're blushing, you're looking down, you can't quite meet my eyes. Caught red-handed, isn't that what they say? But here's the thing, here's what you don't know. The reason I've been collecting all this evidence, the reason I've been paying such close attention, it's not just because I'm observant. It's not just because I'm curious. It's because I've been looking for proof, confirmation of something I've been hoping for, something I've been wanting, but was too scared to assume. Because the thing is, all these months while you've been leaving clues, I've been leaving them too. I just wonder, did you notice? Did you notice the way I always save a seat for you, even when other people ask to sit there? Did you notice the way I text you back immediately, even when I take hours to respond to everyone else? Did you notice how I dress a little nicer on days I know I'm going to see you? How I spend extra time on my hair? How I wear that perfume you once said smelled nice? Did you notice how I laugh at all your jokes, even the bad ones, because I love the way your face lights up when you make me laugh? Did you notice how I find excuses to touch you, to fix your collar, to brush lint off your shoulder, to grab your arm when I'm laughing? Did you notice how I turn down plans with other people just so I can say yes when you ask to hang out? I've been just as obvious as you, maybe even more so. I just hid it better, wrapped it in casualness, in friendly gestures. But it was never just friendly. Not for me. Not for a long time now. So while you were busy trying to hide your feelings, while you were busy leaving all these accidental clues, I was doing the exact same thing, hoping you'd notice, hoping you'd realize that I feel the same way. I like you. I really like you. More than like you, actually. I've fallen for you, completely, over these past few months. Fallen for the way you smile when you're genuinely happy, the way you listen when I talk like every word matters. Fallen for your kindness, your thoughtfulness, the way you care about people without asking for anything in return. Fallen for your laugh, your terrible jokes, the way you get excited about things you love. Fallen for you, all of you, everything about you. And I've been driving myself crazy wondering if you felt the same, if all these signs I was seeing were real or just wishful thinking. So I started paying closer attention, started collecting evidence, started building my case, until I was absolutely sure until I had enough proof to confront you. And here we are. Case closed, mystery solved. We both have feelings for each other. We've both been hiding it, and we've both been terrible at hiding it. So now what? Now that it's all out in the open, now that we both know, come here, closer. I want to see your face properly. I want to hear you say it. Tell me in your own words. Tell me how you feel. I need to hear you say it. Need to know I'm not misreading this, not imagining things. You're nervous. I can see it. Your hands are shaking just a little. But it's okay. I'm nervous too. My heart is pounding so hard, I'm sure you can hear it. Just be honest. That's all I'm asking. You're saying it. You're actually saying it out loud. You like me. You've liked me for months. You've been too scared to say anything. Scared I wouldn't feel the same. Scared it would ruin our friendship. Scared of rejection. Oh, sweetheart, you were never going to be rejected. Not by me. Never by me. I wish you'd said something sooner. Wish I'd said something sooner. We could have had all this time, all these months being together instead of dancing around each other. But we're here now. That's what matters. We're finally on the same page. Finally admitting what's been obvious to everyone but us. Our friends are probably going to say finally when we tell them. I can already hear it. So does this mean, are you going to make it official? Or do I need to do it for you? Because I will. I have no problem taking charge here. I've been waiting too long to be shy about this now. You're saying yes. You're saying you want this, want us. You're reaching for my hand, and I'm letting you take it because it fits perfectly in yours, like it was always meant to be there. Okay then, it's official. You're mine now, and I'm yours. This is the part where you might be wondering what happens next, how this changes things. And the answer is, everything changes, and nothing changes. We're still us, still the same people who've been spending all this time together. But now I get to hold your hand whenever I want. Now I get to lean against you without pretending it's just because I'm tired. Now I get to text you good night and add little hearts. Now I get to call you something other than just your name. Now I get to kiss you when the moment's right, when we're both ready. Now I get to be close to you, really close, without wondering if I'm crossing a line. And you get to stop hiding. Stop pretending you're just my friend when you want to be so much more. You get to be obvious about your feelings. Get to show me how you feel without worrying I'll push you away. You get to be mine, officially, completely. And just so we're clear, I'm not sharing. Now that I have you, now that we've admitted this, you're off limits to everyone else. No more. Girls flirting with you. No more casual coffee dates with people who aren't me. You belong to me now, and I take that very seriously. Is that okay? Can you handle having a girlfriend who's a little possessive? Who's been watching you for months, cataloging your every move, solving the mystery of your heart? You're nodding. You're saying you like it. You like that I'm possessive, that I pay attention. Good, because I don't plan on stopping. I plan on learning everything about you, every detail, every habit, every preference. I want to know you better than anyone else does. Want to be the person you turn to for everything. I want to be your partner in every sense of the word. Your partner in crime, your partner in life, your partner in solving whatever mysteries come our way. Speaking of partners, I think we need to establish some ground rules, some terms of this new arrangement. Rule number 1. You have to tell me when something's bothering you. No more hiding. No more pretending everything's fine. Rule number 2. You have to let me spoil you sometimes. Let me take care of you. Let me be the one who makes things better. Rule number 3. You have to be patient with me because I'm new to this too. New to being someone's girlfriend. New to letting someone in this close. Rule number 4. You have to promise to be honest with me. Always. Even when it's hard. And rule number 5, the most important rule, you have to promise not to leave, not to give up on us, not to run away when things get difficult, because they will get difficult sometimes. Relationships always do. But I need to know you're in this, really in this, for the long run. You're promising? You're saying you're not going anywhere, that you want this as much as I do. Good. That's all I needed to hear. You know, I've been imagining this moment for weeks now, running through scenarios in my head, planning what I'd say. But now that it's actually happening, now that you're sitting here in front of me, looking at me like that, all my carefully planned words are gone. All I can think about is how happy I am. How right this feels. How natural. Like we were always heading toward this moment. Like every conversation we've had, every joke we've shared, every late night text, it was all leading here. To you and me, finally admitting what we've both known for a while now, that we're meant to be more than friends, meant to be something deeper, something real. Can I tell you something? Something I haven't told anyone? I've been scared, really scared, that I was reading this wrong, that maybe you didn't feel the same way, that maybe all those signs I was seeing were just you being a good friend, nothing more. And the thought of confessing, of putting myself out there only to be rejected, it terrified me, kept me up at night, made me overthink every interaction we had. But then tonight, when I finally decided to just confront you, to lay out all the evidence and see what happened, I realized even if you had said no, even if I'd been wrong, it would have been worth it. Because not knowing was worse than any rejection could be. Not telling you, not taking the chance, that was the real tragedy. And I'm so glad I did, so glad I took the risk, because now I have you, and you have me, and everything feels right. You're looking at me with those eyes again, that soft look I've been cataloging for months. Except now you don't have to hide it. Now you can look at me like that whenever you want. And I can look back, can let you see exactly how I feel too. We're both so obvious, even now, even when there's no reason to hide anymore. Your hand is still in mine, and you're rubbing your thumb against my skin, like you're testing to see if this is real. It's real, I promise. I'm really here. You're really here. This is really happening. And it's just the beginning, just the first chapter of our story. There's so much more ahead of us, so many more moments to share, so many more memories to make. Late night conversations that last until sunrise, lazy Sunday mornings spent in bed together, quiet evenings reading side by side, inside jokes that nobody else understands, shared playlists that grow longer over time, photos that capture all our favorite moments. I can see it all. I can imagine our future, and it's beautiful. You're smiling, that genuine smile that reaches your eyes, the one I love seeing, the one that makes my heart skip a beat every single time. I'm gonna make you smile like that every day. I'm gonna make it my mission to be the reason you're happy, the reason you feel loved, the reason you wake up excited for the day. Because you deserve that. You deserve someone who sees you, really sees you, and loves what they see. And I do. I see you. Every part of you. Even the parts you try to hide. And I love all of it. Love you. Yes, I said it. I love you. I know it's soon. I know we just officially became a couple like 10 minutes ago. But I've been falling for you for months. And I've known for weeks now that what I feel goes beyond just liking you. So yes, I love you. I'm in love with you. And you don't have to say it back right now. You don't have to feel pressured. I just needed you to know. Needed you to hear it from me. Wait, you're saying it back? You're saying you love me too? Oh, sweetheart. Come here. Come closer. Let me just... I want to remember this moment forever. The way you're looking at me right now. The way your voice sounds when you say those words. The way my heart feels like it might burst out of my chest. This is everything I've been hoping for. Everything I've been dreaming about. You know what's funny? All this time I've been playing detective, collecting clues, solving the mystery. But the real mystery wasn't whether you had feelings for me. The real mystery was why we both waited so long to do something about it. But I guess some mysteries are worth the wait. Some cases take time to solve. And now that we've solved this one, now that we've cracked the case, we get to start a new investigation. The investigation of what it means to be together, to be in love, to build something real. And I have a feeling this is going to be my favorite case yet. It's getting late. I should probably let you go soon, let you get home. But I don't want to. I don't want this moment to end. Because once you leave, once we're apart, there's a part of me that's scared this will all turn out to be a dream. That I'll wake up tomorrow and none of this will have happened. But that's silly, isn't it? This is real. You're real. We're real. And tomorrow we'll still be together. Still be us. Tomorrow I'll text you good morning, and it'll mean something different now. Something more. Tomorrow I'll see you, and I'll get to hold your hand, and everyone will know you're mine. Tomorrow we start our life together, officially, as a couple. And I can't wait. I'm so excited I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight. But I should let you go, let you rest, even though every part of me wants you to stay, wants to keep you here with me. Walk me to the door? I know it's my apartment, but I just want a few more minutes with you. That's it. Slow. Let's not rush. Your arm around my waist, my hand in yours. This is nice. This is perfect. Okay, here we are. The door. This is where I usually say goodbye and watch you leave. But tonight it's different. Tonight I get to kiss you goodbye, right? Unless you want to just wave awkwardly like we used to. No, I didn't think so. Come here then. Let me... There. Our first kiss as an official couple. How was it? Everything you hoped for? Mine too. Mine too. Okay, you really need to go now before I convince you to stay all night. Text me when you get home safe, okay? I need to know you made it. And tomorrow we'll talk more. Figure out our first official date, all of that. But for tonight, just go home, get some rest, and dream about this, about us. Because I know I will. I'll be dreaming about you, about your smile, about the way you said you loved me, about the way you looked when I called you mine. Good night, boyfriend. Wow, that sounds good. I could get used to saying that. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow, and the day after, and every day after that. I love you. I really do. More than you know. Okay, go, before I change my mind and drag you back inside. Sweet dreams, detective. Looks like we both solved the case tonight. And the answer? It was love all along. Now go. I'll be thinking of you. Always thinking of you. Good night. Hey you. Can you hear me? I know this transmission is coming from pretty far away, but I needed to talk to you. I'm looking out the observation window right now, and I can see everything. Nebulae swirling in shades of purple and gold, stars scattered like diamonds across black velvet, galaxies spinning in the distance. It's breathtaking. The kind of view people dream about their entire lives. The kind of thing I trained for years to see. And all I can think about is you. Isn't that strange? I'm literally floating among the stars, living every astronaut's dream, and my mind keeps drifting back to Earth, back home, back to you. I've been up here for, 3 months now? Maybe 4? Time feels different in space. Days blend together when the sun rises and sets every 90 minutes. But I've counted every single one, because each day up here is another day away from you. I wasn't supposed to feel like this. When I left Earth, when I stood in that launch facility with my helmet under my arm, looking up at the rocket that would carry me to the stars, I thought I had everything figured out. This was my dream, my purpose, the thing I'd worked toward since I was a little girl staring up at the night sky. And you were there that morning. Do you remember? You weren't supposed to be. The viewing area was for family only. But somehow you talked your way in. You always were good at getting past security with that charming smile of yours. You found me in the prep room, still 2 hours before launch, and you just stood there in the doorway, looking at me in my flight suit with this expression I couldn't quite read. I asked you what you were doing there, and you said you needed to see me one more time before I left. We talked about nothing important, the weather, the mission timeline, whether I'd remembered to pack my lucky pen. But underneath all those words, there was something else, something neither of us knew how to say. And when it was time for me to go, when the crew coordinator came to get me, you hugged me, held me just a little longer than friends usually do, and whispered, "Come back safe. I'll be waiting." I've replayed that moment so many times up here, lying in my sleep pod, staring at the curved ceiling, feeling the gentle hum of the life support systems, wondering what you meant, wondering if I was reading too much into it, or maybe not reading enough. The mission has been successful. We've collected data on cosmic radiation, tested new propulsion systems, documented stellar phenomena that no human has ever seen up close. Everything by the book. Everything according to plan. My commander says I'm up for a commendation, maybe even a promotion when we get back. But none of that matters to me anymore. Because I figured something out up here, floating in the silence, surrounded by infinity. I figured out what I really want. And it's not the stars, it's not the accolades, it's not the next mission or the one after that. It's you. It's always been you. I think I've been in love with you for a long time. Maybe since we met at the academy, when you made that terrible joke about Uranus and I laughed so hard I snorted. Or maybe later, during those late nights in mission control, running simulations until 3 a.m, surviving on terrible coffee and your even more terrible puns. Or maybe it was gradual, so slow I didn't notice, like the way stars move across the sky, imperceptible in the moment, but undeniable when you look back. All those times you stayed late to help me study, brought me food when I forgot to eat, listened to me rant about orbital mechanics and atmospheric entry. The way you looked at me sometimes when you thought I wasn't paying attention, like I was something precious, something worth protecting. I told myself we were just friends, best friends, the kind of connection that comes once in a lifetime. And I convinced myself that was enough, because I had my dream, I had the stars, I had everything I thought I wanted. But up here, with all this beauty surrounding me, with the entire universe spread out before me like an endless painting, I feel empty, because you're not here to share it with me. There's this phenomenon in space travel. They call it the overview effect. It's when astronauts look back at Earth from orbit and they see how small it is, how fragile, how connected everything is. And it changes them, fundamentally, forever. I'm experiencing my own version of that. But it's not about Earth. It's about you. From up here, surrounded by infinite stars and endless darkness, I can see clearly for the first time. I can see that I was chasing the wrong dream. The stars are beautiful, but they're cold, distant, unreachable. And you're warm, you're close, you're real, you're home. I've been doing a lot of thinking up here, and I've made a decision. One that's going to surprise a lot of people, maybe even disappoint some of them. But I don't care anymore. I'm coming home. Early. I've already filed the request with Mission Control, told them I need to return on the next supply shuttle. They asked why, if there was an emergency, if something was wrong with the mission. And I told them the truth. I told them I needed to get back to someone before it's too late, before I lose something more valuable than any data we could collect up here. They weren't happy, but they approved it. So in 3 days, I'll be leaving this spacecraft, boarding the return shuttle, and heading back to Earth, back to you. I don't know what's going to happen when I see you. I don't know if you feel the same way, if that hug before launch meant what I think it meant. Maybe you'll laugh, tell me I'm crazy, that I gave up my dream for nothing. But I have to try. I have to tell you. Because spending the rest of my life wondering, floating through space with this feeling in my chest, that would be the real tragedy. So I'm recording this message now, sending it ahead of me, so you'll know I'm coming. By the time you hear this, I'll already be on my way, descending through the atmosphere, feeling gravity pull me back home, back to where I belong. Wait for me, okay? Just a little longer. I've waited months to tell you this, but now that I've decided, now that I know, every second feels like an eternity. I'll see you soon. I love you. 3 days. 3 days of final systems checks, data uploads, transfer procedures. My crewmates keep asking if I'm sure, if I've really thought this through. And I just smile, because I've never been more sure of anything in my life. I've started packing my personal items, the few things you're allowed to bring into space. A photograph of my family, a small charm my grandmother gave me, and a picture of you and me from graduation day. Both of us grinning at the camera, your arm around my shoulders. I've looked at that picture every single night up here, traced my finger over your face on the screen, wondered what you were doing, if you were thinking of me too. The mission psychologist would probably say I'm experiencing isolation-induced attachment, that my feelings are magnified by the distance and the stress. But I know that's not true, because I felt this way before I left. I just didn't let myself acknowledge it. I was so focused on the mission, on proving myself, on reaching the stars, that I didn't see what was right in front of me. The irony isn't lost on me, that I had to travel to the edge of space to realize where I truly wanted to be. Tomorrow is day 2. The supply shuttle arrives in the morning, and I'll transfer my equipment, my samples, my research, everything I've worked for up here, all the data and discoveries. I'll hand it all over to the rest of the crew, and they'll continue the mission without me. Part of me feels guilty, like I'm abandoning them, abandoning the mission. But the commander pulled me aside yesterday, put a hand on my shoulder, and said something. I won't forget. He said, "Lieutenant, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've seen a lot of astronauts sacrifice everything for their careers. Their relationships, their families, their happiness. And you want to know what I've learned? The stars will always be here, but the people we love, they won't wait forever." He smiled at me then, this knowing smile, and said, "Go get them." So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to board that shuttle, strap myself in, and let it carry me home. Through the thermosphere, through the mesosphere, through the stratosphere, through the clouds and the sky and the atmosphere, until my feet touch solid ground again. And then I'm going to find you. I'm going to show up at your door, still wearing my flight suit, probably smelling like recycled air and space station soap, and I'm going to tell you everything. How I thought about you every single day. How I missed your voice, your laugh, the way you always knew exactly what to say when I was stressed. How I realized, up there among the stars, that you're the only constellation I want to navigate by. That's probably too cheesy, isn't it? But I don't care, because it's true. You're my North Star, my point of reference, my way home. Day 3. The shuttle is here. I can see it through the observation window, docked with the station, ready to take me home. My bags are packed, my goodbyes are said, my heart is pounding. In a few hours, I'll be strapped into a seat, feeling the shuttle detach from the station, watching this place I've called home for months grow smaller in the window, until it's just another bright point of light against the darkness. And then, re-entry. The heat, the shaking, the roar of atmosphere rushing past the hull. I've done it before in training, but this time feels different. Because this time, I know what I'm coming back to. Or at least, I hope I know. What if I'm wrong? What if you don't feel the same way? What if I'm throwing away my career, my mission, my dream for nothing? No, I can't think like that. I saw the way you looked at me that morning. I felt the way you held me. And even if I'm wrong, even if you don't love me back, I have to try. Because living with regret, living with what if, that would be worse than any rejection. Okay, it's time. Time to board the shuttle. Time to go home. Time to find out if I'm brave enough to do this. Next time you hear from me, I'll be back on Earth, back in the real world, with gravity and air and you. Wait for me. The descent was intense, everything shaking, temperature gauges climbing, the hull glowing orange outside the windows. But all I could think about was seeing you. We landed 3 hours ago at the recovery site in the desert. Medical checks, debriefing, paperwork. I rushed through all of it. Probably seemed rude to the ground crew, but I didn't care. I needed to get out of there. Needed to get to you. And now I'm here, standing outside your apartment building, looking up at your window. The sun is setting, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange. And I'm terrified. I've faced down cosmic radiation, equipment failures, the endless void of space. But standing here, about to knock on your door, this is the scariest thing I've ever done. My hand is shaking. My heart is racing. What if you're not home? What if you don't want to see me? What if... No. I've come this far. I can't back out now. Okay. I'm walking into the building, climbing the stairs. Each step feels heavy, like gravity is stronger here than I remember. Or maybe that's just the weight of what I'm about to do. I'm at your door now. I can hear music playing inside, something soft and familiar. You're home. Here goes everything. I can hear footsteps, the lock clicking. The door is opening. And there you are. Your eyes going wide, your mouth falling open, like you can't believe I'm real. Hey, you. Surprise. What am I doing here? I'm supposed to be in space for another 6 months. Yeah, about that. Can I come in? This is kind of important. Thank you. Your apartment looks exactly the same, like I never left. Same couch, same books scattered on the coffee table, same photos on the wall, including that one of us from graduation. You kept it. I need to tell you something, and I need you to just listen, okay? Don't interrupt. Don't try to make sense of it. Just let me get this out. Because if I stop, I might lose my nerve. I came back early because I couldn't stay up there anymore. Not because of the mission, not because something went wrong, but because every day I was gone, every night I spent floating in that station, all I could think about was you. The stars were beautiful, incredible, everything I dreamed they would be. But they didn't mean anything, because you weren't there to see them with me. And I realized up there in the darkness, surrounded by all that infinite space, that I've been an idiot, a complete, total idiot. Because I've been chasing the stars my whole life, when the only thing I really wanted was right here. You. I'm in love with you. I don't know when it started. Maybe it was always there, buried under friendship and mission focus and fear. But it's there now, clear and bright and impossible to ignore. I love the way you laugh at my terrible space jokes, the way you always bring me coffee made exactly how I like it, The way you listen when I ramble about orbital mechanics like it's the most interesting thing in the world. I love how you look at me sometimes when you think I'm not watching, with this softness in your eyes. How you remembered my favorite snack and left it in my locker before the launch. How you hugged me that morning, like you were trying to memorize how I felt in your arms. I love everything about you. And I'm sorry it took me so long to figure it out. Sorry I had to leave Earth to see what was right in front of me. But I'm here now, and I'm telling you, I chose you over the stars. I chose you over my career. I chose you over everything. Because nothing else matters if I can't share it with you. So, I guess what I'm asking is, do you feel the same way? Or have I just made the biggest mistake of my life? You're crying. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Wait, you're smiling? You're crying and smiling and... What are you saying? You've been in love with me too? For how long? Since the academy? Since I snorted when I laughed at your stupid joke? We've been dancing around this for years, haven't we? Both of us too scared to say anything, too afraid to risk the friendship. Come here. Come closer. Can I... That was even better than I imagined. And I imagined it a lot, especially up there. Your face is so red right now. It's adorable. Can we just stay like this for a while? I've been weightless for months, but this is the first time I've felt grounded. You feel like home. I know we have a lot to figure out, what this means, where we go from here. But right now, I just want to be close to you, to feel your warmth, your heartbeat, to know this is real. Tell me I'm not dreaming. Tell me I didn't pass out during re-entry and this is all some oxygen-deprived hallucination. You're telling me it's real, that you're real, that we're real. Thank God. You want to know what happens now? With my career? With the space program? Honestly, I don't know yet. I'll probably face some consequences for leaving the mission early. Maybe a suspension. Maybe reassignment. But I don't regret it. Not for a second. Although, I've been thinking, what if we went back, together? Not now, not immediately, but someday. There are couples programs, joint missions, ways for us to explore space without being apart. We could see the stars together, float among the nebulae, watch Earth rise over the moon. But only if you want to. Only if that's something you'd be interested in. Because wherever you are, that's where I want to be. Even if it's here on Earth, in this apartment, living a completely normal life. I'd be happy, as long as I'm with you. You're nodding. You're saying yes. You'd want that too. Then we'll do it. Someday, when we're ready, we'll apply together, train together, launch together. And this time, when I look out that observation window at the stars, you'll be right beside me, holding my hand, sharing that view. But for now, for right now, I just want to stay here, on solid ground, with you. Hey, it's getting late, and I'm actually exhausted. The time difference from space, plus the adrenaline crash from telling you everything. Can I stay here tonight? I know that's probably moving fast, but I don't mean anything. I don't want to be alone. I've been alone for months, and I just want to be near you. You're saying yes? Thank you. Your bed is so much more comfortable than my sleep pod, and it smells like you, which is way better than recycled air and disinfectant. Come here. Lie down next to me. Perfect. You know what's funny? Up there, I couldn't see any stars during the day, because there is no day, just endless night. But down here, lying next to you, I don't need to see the stars, because you're my sky, my horizon, my entire universe. Everything I could ever want is right here. Are you getting sleepy? Your breathing is slowing down. Your body is relaxing against mine. That's okay. You can rest. I'll be right here. I'm not going anywhere. Not tonight, not tomorrow, not ever. I promise. From now on, wherever I go, you're coming with me. And wherever you want to be, that's where I'll stay. We'll figure it all out, the logistics, the future, the plans. But right now, in this moment, everything is exactly as it should be. Close your eyes. Let the exhaustion of the day melt away. Let gravity hold you. Let the softness of this bed support you. Let my arms keep you safe. I've traveled across the solar system, floated in zero gravity, seen wonders beyond imagination. But nothing compares to this. To you. You know, before I left, I used to imagine what it would be like confessing to you. I thought maybe I'd do it after we both got assigned to our dream positions, or maybe at some celebration with champagne and courage. I never imagined I'd fly back from space, show up at your door in my flight suit, and just blurt it all out. But I'm glad I did, because every moment waiting would have been a moment wasted. Life is too short, and space is too vast to spend time hiding how we feel. So from now on, I'm going to tell you every day. Tell you how much I love you, how much you mean to me, how grateful I am that you exist. And maybe that'll be too much. Maybe you'll get tired of hearing it. But I don't think so, because I've got months of unsaid words stored up, and I need to let them out. I love you. I love your kindness, your intelligence, your ridiculous sense of humor. I love the way you make me feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I love you. I love you. I love you. Sleep now. Let your mind drift. Let your body sink deeper into comfort. Dream of stars if you want, or dream of nothing at all. Whatever you dream, I'll be here when you wake up, right here beside you, just like this. And tomorrow, we'll wake up together. We'll make breakfast, probably burn the toast because we're too busy talking. We'll figure out what to tell our friends, our families, mission control. But that's tomorrow's problem. Tonight, we just rest. Together, finally, after all this time. The stars are still up there, spinning in the darkness, waiting for us. But they can wait a little longer, because right now, right here, is exactly where I need to be. Home. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for feeling the same way, for not laughing when I showed up unannounced. Thank you for being you, for being patient, for being worth coming home to. I know I said it already, but I need to say it one more time. I love you more than the stars, more than space, more than any dream I've ever had. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life making sure you never forget it. Good night, my love. Sweet dreams. I'll see you tomorrow, and every tomorrow after that. I'm not going anywhere. I promise. Sleep well. If you want more, I'll be here tomorrow too. Right here, with you, where I belong. Good night.